Hey, it's Friday. That means Todd Barsness's voiceover-only income numbers, Hudson Barsness's voiceover-only income numbers, and the VO Marketing Pro Group's voiceover-only numbers. Thanks for joining us today. It is Friday, the 20th of March, and we are going to do our numbers.
Let's do it.
All right. We'll start out with the VO Marketing Pro numbers. If you're new here, Todd is my dad. Hudson, I'm his son. That's what that makes us. Todd and son.
Hudson and Dad.
Hudson and Dad. Yeah. We do voiceover for a full-time living. Dad's been doing it for 16 years, and I got about 12 days.
You're in the 11th hour
of
your
my
fifth year.
I'm going to be starting my 6th year in voiceover.
And boy, is
it's going well. This year it's going real
Yep.
well. Yep. This year I'm trying to make 110 grand. Dad's trying to slow down kind of into a slowing down retirement, not completely retiring, but semi-retiring, however you pronounce it.
And I've changed my goal because my goal at the beginning of the year, I started talking about it end of last year, was going to be $2,500 a week, which was $125,000. But there are some milestones like making $3 million total since I started in August of 2011, and I already have this goal, over $2 million in direct email marketing. What was the other goal? Averaging $200K for every calendar year, every full calendar year for 15 years.
And that's kind of our shtick. We just talk about our income numbers, and that's what we do. That's all we kind of have to offer. So that's what we do. Nobody else in the industry really does that. Dad makes his money in certain avenues, and I make mine in some of the same avenues and somewhat different. More the principles that we teach are just hard work, lots of numbers over the long haul, and just doing it over and over and over again. It's not very flashy. It's not, we don't do a lot of editing to these videos and stuff, but we just figure nobody's doing it, so we'll go out there and post them. So here we go. We'll jump into those direct email marketing numbers for the VO Marketing Pro Group. So it's based off of the way that Dad ran his VO marketing, his voiceover direct email marketing for years, still does it, and then his assistant Andy does it. So here's their numbers. 4 warm responses, 5 auditions, and 4 jobs.
Nice.
4 jobs, 2 by Noel, start over. Getting way ahead of myself.
You're so excited.
That would have been 5 already. 2 by Noel, 1 by Lanessa, and 1 by Deanna.
Wow, it's
So
the gals.
The gals,
Yep.
clean sweep from them, booking work.
Good for you girls.
Those ladies have been with us for a while. So congrats to them. Thanks for also letting us know, because it's fun to celebrate with you and enjoy the spoils of booking work and running your own business and hopefully earning a full-time income, because that's kind of why we do these things. So, all right, on to my voiceover-only income numbers. This year, I'm trying to make $2,100 a week, which is 110 grand. Last year, I had the same goal. I made 90. The year before that, I made 80. So here goes nothing. I'm pretty far ahead of my goal because of some pretty good clients. If you haven't been here before,
which wasn't the case last year.
No,
last year was a tough year.
Just dragging. 1 warm response in direct marketing, 0 auditions. I had 11 jobs between the platforms I'm on and my agent, which is some
your
good
first
news.
agent job.
My first agent job this week. I'm non-union, of course, but a non-union agent job. So that was nice. I've got only 1 agent, and I got a job finally. I've probably done 40 auditions from them. So not too bad. So I'm on Voice123, Upwork, Direct Email Marketing, Voices.com, Fiverr, ACX, the VO Planet, and my agent. I had 1 job on Voice123, $120. 1 Upwork job for $100. I get 90. I had 4 recurring jobs this week, a total of $575 there. And then I had 4 Voices.com jobs this week for a total of $240. Nothing on Fiverr, nothing on ACX, nothing on the VO Planet. 1 project from my agent. The big news, which also got me to my goal, $1,100 for that one. So that was really nice. And that's, my voiceover only income this week was $2,125. I keep staying above my goal, which is great. I've had some nice wins this year, and also just the consistency of numbers over the long haul has helped out. I do editing for my dad on the side, 1 hour, $20 an hour. $20 I get. $21.45 was my total. So a nice week. It was pretty slow, pretty quiet most of the week. I'm doing lots of auditions and sending out of emails and proposals and all that stuff. And this week was a lot of lower paying jobs, but nonetheless making money and trying to build a business, and then a nice big cherry on top with my agent job. So that's fun.
We kind of kid around a little bit about you, last year dragging, you say, and it was a drag. Last year was a drag. I mean, you wanted to make 110, you made 90, and it was a grind it out basically every week. And you lost some jobs that you thought you had. A few clients left, went in a different direction, but huge. You weren't dragging as far as like a lot of people. Well, I'm heading in a different direction. I'm kind of depressed. No, you just kept putting out numbers over the long haul. You were disciplined, you were organized, and it's paying off now. You were building, you were putting stuff into the funnel. You didn't give up. You didn't give in to it. And it doesn't always, it's not like I put in 100 inputs, whatever that is, auditions, emails, whatever, proposals, and I get 5 out. I just always do that.
Yeah.
It's not that way. It doesn't work that way in marketing. That said, if you have any level of talent, which you do, you're not super talented, but you're working on it and you're getting better. And when you just put in your time and do it in an organized and just say, I'm just going to trust the process. I know people say that all the time, but I'm going to the reason they say it is because it's true. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm just going to keep working on that. And now things are kicking in, and a lot of them are things that you have an e-learning. We didn't talk about that, and we don't have to talk a lot about it, but you have an e-learning company that hired you, and you had to have sent it out 7 months to a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I've been trying to find some e-learning work because I'd like to, my business is a little bit different than Dad's. Dad has a lot more long form work that he's done in the past, and I don't. I have a lot of bigger wins like the agent work that I got. I win more commercial work and corporate work, but I'm trying to kind of have a nice baseline of longer form, more consistent work that I can count on to build my income up. And I was just going to say that last year, in a year that a lot of people lost money, didn't make as much as they had made the year before, I still made 10,000. So just
10,000 more than the year before.
Yeah. So I added to it was still a great year. I didn't hit the goal that I wanted to, but I also proved to myself that I could still make more and then also work through the tough times as an entrepreneur and push through. And that's been good for me. So
those are good. Those are
How about your week?
Muscles, those entrepreneurial muscles.
Yes.
For my week, VO only income again. I was going to make $2,500. Now I'm going to try to do $3,600. So an extra $1,100 every single week. So far, so good. Voice 123 0, Upwork 0. I just don't put much time into those because I am still trying to slow down a bit. Voices.com, $200, one job. Fiverr, $1,058, and Direct, $4,795. So I was up over the $6,000 mark, $6,053, $6,053. So almost doubled what I have for my new goal. And I can't remember exactly where I'm at. It must be around $57,000 or $58,000 for the year.
And I'm over 30. I'm probably inching. I'm probably 32, 33, maybe almost 34. So I'd have to check. I'm not exactly sure. But at the start of this month, I was at 30 already. So, all right. We'll be here next week no matter what. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new, feel free to check out more of our videos. We've been doing these for a couple years now, back to when I was trying to make about $500 a week. So slowly but surely growing up. All right. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Take care.